It's like my mouse is turning on and off constantly. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a restart of the desktop because I don't know what it is. It's something to do with the mouse. Probably Logitech something.
Have come and gone since that day.
My Steam controller works fine, and the mouse on my Steam controller works fine. For a moment there, it wasn't working. I couldn't swipe. I could only use the gyro mouse. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Usually when I do a restart, that fixes it though. It's the overlay. I'm gonna try just pulling the power. Maybe that'll reset it. You guys can't see it, but I'm in the task manager right now. Nope. Did not fix it. Still blinking on and off. Alright, well, I'm gonna go away for a little bit. I'm gonna give you guys a song to listen to while I restart my desktop. And we'll try again. Oh, I need to change the name of the stream too. Okay. Finally. All is right. Alrighty. Well, that was a journey. Ugh. Anyways. So yeah, I just... Something keeps happening with my Logitech stuff. It's glitching out for some reason. My Logitech mouse is, at least. It's not a hardware problem, because whenever I do a reset, it works fine.
Years have come and gone since that
So,
day.
yeah, I've got, there must be something interfering with it in the background. It blinks on and off. It's an RGB mouse,
How many
and
years have I
it
waited?
blinks on and off. Oh, that reminds me, I gotta change the stream title. It is way off.
For the one that stood alone against the storm.
I'll just do it on the laptop.
For the one they called. The warrior of light.
21% CPU. Let's get frames. 8 to 10K bit rates. I love this opening. Where I talked about it for about 8 hours with Warlord on his. I think it was over last summer. Sometime over last summer, in the lead up to Shadowbringers. It might have been shortly after release. It must have been shortly after release. Now that I think about it. No, not necessarily. Because I was working on Corellia before the release of Shadowbringers. So yeah, it might have been just prior to.
This town certainly has changed, but
Not at all for the better.
I'm not going anywhere. I promise you, Infilia.
So that's a scene that we actually don't see in the game. Because Thancred's still calling Reem and Philia there. So that's a scene that's just told to us in game. Which is kind of neat. So it's like, we still get to see it in game, but not actually in the game. Right? It's through a CG cutscene. But like, he describes how he basically rescued Minfilia from Eulmore. That also explains, you know, well, because her eyes are blue too, instead of, I think they turned, how color her eyes turn to, I want to say red, but that might be incorrect. Probably green. But they lose that transcendent glow, the iridescent glow, blue glow. And she turns into Wing. Assistant producer. Now, Matsuda. Producer and director, Naoki Yoshida.
Warrior of darkness.
Shadowbringers. Final Fantasy XIV online. Fun times. So yeah, sorry about Wednesday. I was just completely just conked out. Like, I could not. I came home and went straight to sleep. Came home from work, went straight to sleep. There's just something up with my biorhythms. They're just not playing correctly. I think I have sleep apnea. And I keep waking up in the middle of the night, and I think that's what's affecting. So my sleep is affected, and then yeah, obviously cognitive decline is a part of that. So no bueno. B9, 32.9. I like dumb apples, son. Ugh. Thought I got rid of all my gear. Hmm. Probably. But I can't turn them in. Sealed. Certainly don't need to. Probably work on a decent. If I could turn these into seals. They're blue. I'll try. I don't think you can yet, though. I'll go take a look, though. Oh, he's reached max level, huh? We level Fisher. I need to offload stuff onto my retainers. Ingredients. That'll go. Oh, oh, you know what? That's not there. Dyes. Put dyes on it. I think this is Stodo ring. Considered leather. Alessandre. Leather and bone. I think I put woodworking stuff on her. Yep, logs. Logs and cloth. Oof. There's logs, cloth, and food. Got materia and other stone. Oh, I need to turn these in. convert them into AF gear, then turn them into seal. Money, I think I have. Yep. Really? She doesn't have any silver pieces on her. Or she does, but she's full. Bronze, silver, silver, gold. Night World. Interesting. Oh, that's a facility. Yeah, I guess she does carry seeds. What do? Got 91 of these? Oh, moly. Paying attention. I'm gonna sell stuff. Like, copper ore probably won't sell very well. 20? I mean, it's a profit. Sell 40. I'll get it. Does have dyes. She has no more room. Conundrum. All these things I collected. Botany. That's what killed it. I think I'll be good for now. I'm gonna go see if I could turn in Yorha stuff. I already have Yorha, bit of scouting. Already have it on my person. you. Oops. Okay. Let's see if we can turn it in. I don't think you can. But if you can. I don't know. I've just been sitting on that stuff. Oh, by the way. Yeah, halfway through 18. We're just 11 and a half away before I start leveling Romantic. Good. Shadow Gauntlets offending. Ironworks Ring of Healing. Yep. You can't turn in your Haas stuff yet. That sucks. It's like blue, but you can't turn it in. It's weird. Let's see if Vegetin's on. Oh, Raziel's on, finally. It's Raziel and me. My buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy and me. You beat the game. Okay, what are we doing? Set my retainers out. Oh yeah, I guess we'll just do... There we go. Wow. Whoa. It's easy not to talk shit about people when they aren't shitty people. You know, I always forget that I'm like streaming. I always just start playing the game. No one's talking. I don't respond. So I just nope. Tight-lipped. I don't know. I've just never been the. There's never been one much for conversation starting. I've always been a contributor to conversations. Not much in the way of starting them, especially when I'm by myself. I wonder what I can get with my 99 irregular tombstone. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. Zervin. Puppy. Oh. Kind of expensive. Human earring. Mama Shiba neckerchief. I already have all the riding maps. Those. Drakehorn. Laurel Gooberhorn. Ilpstorm. Those are beast tribe stuff. I'd rather just get them. MGP Platinum card. Good for 50 grand. That's kind of neat. But MGP is pretty easy to come by. Alta and Brena, I think I have both of them. Bear, Sephiroth, Iceman. Yeah, I have built something. 177 whiskers. Mastery. Project Prism Job Mastery. Curious. Yeah, I'll buy one. For just one. I know what it looks like. Get it? Oh, it's a bag. Oh, is that from Final Fantasy 11? I mastered my job, so I got 3 stars. That's neat. Oh, I need to put that. Oh, I need to put that minion up for sale. Haven't really been playing Final Fantasy at all. Got burned out on it. I already have all 40 and normals and crafted. Building. It's your best station house.
Welcome to the final days of Amarant. The fabric of our star began to flare, and the unchecked energies of creation began to malform into. Just as prayer would rise to brightness, our dread made manifest our deepest fears.
Oh yeah, this is the end of Shadowbringers. What's up, Cyber? How's it going, man? Right on. Theme going. Found a webcam. Nice, nice. Oh, did you get a webcam, or were you able to get your Canon working? It was pretty cool. It was a pretty good day. Tomorrow is my Friday. Oh, I just got an email from a pretty well-paying job. So I might go do that instead. I also got a call from FedEx. So if I don't... Like, I'm kind of torn in between doing this one job that I've never kind of done before. It's delivery, but it's delivering portable, like, houses, like small homes. But it requires, like, a gooseneck trailer. So it's not like, so you drive a normal truck, so you don't need a CDL to do it, but it's still kind of tricky. And I've never, well, I drove a trailer once. That was like back when I was like 17, you know. It was on my during my hay job. But it pays really well. The only problem is down in Cedar. It's a long way away. I don't want to say the location, but it's like a 40-minute drive, so it'd be a 40-minute commute every day, and the hours could be anything. You know, it's not, the pay isn't based off of an actual hourly wage, but they said it like it's the equivalent of $25 to $30 an hour, but it's mainly commission based, so it's based off how much they sell and how much I deliver. Yeah, so it could be like she was saying, like some days are short, some days are long. You know, in the interview, she was saying like, you know, there might be some days you'll get in at 8 and you won't end until 8. You know, you might work 12-hour days sometimes. It's a lot of driving. You know, we go as far south as, like, Centralia, which is south of Olympia. Which is just, that's 4 hours of driving in and of itself. Hey, Jettison, what's up, man? Yeah, I'm sorry I was late today. I was having stream problems. This healer probably hates me. I keep not using buffs, and I just double buffed on that one. I'll just do a little worse than what they tell me. Oh, no worries. I managed to clear out part of my spare room. Oh, right on. We can turn that into a gaming room, right? Gotta kill this thing. Focus. Some of this guys. There we go. Now it's all just AoEs from here. All invincible, just to see. Into a grand plan, since all I do is sleep in my room. I'll make a spell where I sleep. It's smaller. Yeah, actually, that's exactly what I do. Actually, this chair bed station that I created, it's like a bed, but it's not really a bed. It's like a one-person bed. And it's not, but it's got armchairs. And like I use the armchairs as storage. And I have my microphone boom, an articulating arm, a reticulating arm, and my laptop and keyboards on my reticulating arm as well. So I actually have my computer in another room entirely. It's actually in my outdoor closet, and I built a hole going from my outdoor closet into my living room where my TV is. Then I mounted my TV on my ceiling, so right now I'm laying down completely, back flat, looking straight up at a TV screen, playing with my playing on my desktop with the Steam controller. And instead of a mouse pad, I use 2 stools. I got a stool for a mouse pad, and then I also have a wireless mouse for my laptop. So my laptop is kind of doing double duty right now. It's kind of working as a more permanent kind of, I would say, kind of like a desktop replacement. It doesn't really go anywhere. It's mainly my streaming rig. I'm not actually playing on the laptop, though. I play on my desktop, and then I stream through NDI to my laptop, and then that's the stream that you guys see. Shinjima! Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, I used to do an MMO podcast with him, but we kind of stopped doing that. I'm up for doing it again, though. Like, if just make the request, and you know, if we get enough people asking for it, I'll do it. But yeah, so I sleep on this thing. I basically sleep at my, that's why I call it a chair bed station, because it's not a bed. It's kind of a chair. It's kind of a desk, but there's no actual desk. It's like a station, you know, so I call it a chair bed station. Like, I mean, be on one myself. I have a lot to say about MMOs, well. Yeah, well, hey, yeah, totally. You could ask him. Maybe if you want to do like a host with him or something. He has a guest host. Like, we did a couple of shows with a guy named Josh Strife Hayes. He's pretty knowledgeable when it comes to MMOs, especially old school MMOs. He's really into like RuneScape. And Raz is like, I think the game that got Raz into MMOs was Arcade. So they talk about those a lot. I'm gonna do it myself. Do sir. Yeah. DIY myself. Yeah. That's exactly what I did. Like, I just had the spare parts. What was happening was, like, I had a leather couch and a matching leather chair, but they both, over the course of 10 years, went to shit. So I repurposed them. So I tore the back off of the leather chair because that still worked, like the back pads where you would rest your back on. It's funny when it comes to couches, is like no one really leans back on a couch very much. So like that part of the couch was completely like pristine. And now I lay on that as a bed, and I attached those to the armchairs on my leather chair. And then I also have some what do you call it? like storage bins. Oh, I already discussed it. I got a pass on it then. What do you call ottomans? Ottomans. I got a big ottoman and I got 2 smaller ottomans. And I kind of placed them together and turned them turned them into a bed. It's a pretty neat little thing. And I just have it in my living room, and since like I don't do anything in my bedroom, like I never use it. So I might do what you're talking about, Jettison, and I might turn my bedroom into like a workout room or something. Put my weight bench in there because I really need to get back into lifting. Duct tape? No duct tape. It's all screws. Screws. The one sort of jerry-rig thing I have about it is that instead of screwing in the bed piece into the armchairs, I have them just attached by a load strap. So it's very temporary. But what's cool about it being temporary is that I can get to it at any time. Another thing that's really cool about it is, again, because so like the bed, or I would say the mattress part of it, is on top of 2 ottomans. So like I could still access the ottomans just by loosening up the strap, loosening up the load strap. So it's a very, I would say, utilitarian furniture design. Yeah, totally. Red green show. Yeah, I hope that job goes through. But yeah, Shinjima, like, I would totally listen to your podcast. Just tell me when you're gonna put it up. I am most interested. For sure. What kind of experience do you have? Like, I know you said you want to talk about MMOs, like, you talk about old style. Would you talk about old style MMOs, or just MMOs in general, or new MMOs, or? Because personally, I only have experience with Final Fantasy XI and Final Fantasy XIV. I only have experience with Square MMOs. But actually, yeah, not even Square MMOs, because like I never played Dragon Quest, so I've only played 11 and 14. Yeah, I'd like to get my condo paid off. That's why I'm hoping to get the better paying job. So I want to get my condo paid off and then get a house with a garage. So I'd have a place to work on my car. And a place, you know, like to do different projects, do different, you know, DIY projects. Right now, that's the only problem. Is like sometimes, like I might need to do work on my car, and it's raining outside. It's a real bitch. And I don't have very much storage for like a car jack or anything like that. So right now, I'm kind of depending on my neighbor, who's a true bro. He's got a whole storage closet, or not a closet, but like a storage. He rents out storage nearby, and he's got a whole bunch of tools and stuff, so every once in a while, like on the weekend, we'll go over there and work on my car. Did Shin leave? I think Shinjiva left. It's like, I'm asking him, like, hey, what's up, man? Hey, nothing. That's alright, though. You obtain 40 elegant tombstones of Phantasmagoria. Oh, that's right. I haven't played since reset. I need to get my punk body piece. Bagels. Oh yeah, well man, it was really good to talk to you again. I imagine your job keeps you pretty busy, but stop by stream again sometime. Say hello. I'm sure people would be happy to see you around. I set Thursdays again as a set in Stone Side. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll do. So where'd Shin go? Where'd Shinjima go? He usually just pops in for like half a second. He's like, fuck bro, I'm out. Fuck this, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Can't scroll. Can't scroll. I have a lot to say. I mean, always wanted to do one. Yeah, you should just ask me. Ask me or ask. Yeah, I'll have to get in touch with Shinjima. Senno! What's up, man? Nice! So your cousin's out? Your cousin's dropping out? New message. So now it decides. Ugh. For some reason, I can't access Restream chat while I'm in game. I have to like refer to my. I should probably, to be honest, I don't know. I like having it up so I can see. What is this? No. No. Stop that. Ah. Sorry, you guys can't see it. Acting up. You don't minus. I'm just gonna restart Restream. Ridiculous. Dude. Alright. Again. Oh. Well, so do I was bitching a row yesterday about questline. Yeah. Fucking vampires, man. They didn't shut down the plant or clean the area the guy worked at, so my cousin said, yeah, it's time to go. Oh, they didn't shut down the plant for what? Why didn't that show up? Oh, there we go. Someone had the COVID. Oh. We got back to work, but on a shift, I left along with one of the guy's son on my shift and my supervisor boss. They didn't shut down the plant, or clean the area the guy worked at, so my cousin said, yeah, it's time to go. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Yeah, totally, man. Yeah. That's what I would have done, too. Can't be catching the Rona for a shitty paying job. I'm just assuming it's shitty pay. It'd have to be a really good pay for the Rona. The bad thing is, I had an argument with my mom. Oh, that sucks, dude. That sucks. What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? Yeah, oh, you know what? Let me go turn in. I need to start turning in dungeon drops, like, the moment I get them. Because, like, if you do a certain level, like, all of the level 80 dungeons share the same gear. So if you get a piece of gear in one of the level 80 dungeons, and then do another level 80 dungeon, and that same piece of gear drops, you don't have access to it, so. Because it's all unique, untradeable. Well, unique. They're not untradeable. You can turn into seals. But, make my own choices, and I'm not going to get this thing and bring it here. Yeah, totally. Yep. You gotta make your own choices, man. Live your own life. Carve your own path. So did you do all your dailies, or did you want like a tank queue for main scenario roulette or something like that? Or alliance raids, or, you know. Oh, look at all that. Look at all that. No, actually, I think I should probably be doing these solo. I think Warlord's been stealing. Stealing my dungeon drops. Not really stealing. Oh, you did them all? Oh, okay. Alright. No problem. Ventures. Ventures. Are you streaming right now? Seno? Or Jettison? Or Siren? Napster! What's up, man? Haven't seen you in a grip. It's been a while. Napster bad. Beer good. Indeed. What you been up to, man? The game of life. Yeah, I'm playing it, man. That's for sure. Just got a job at a bakery, so I'm delivering bread right now. I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and it goes till 12. I love the job, right? The early morning doesn't bother me. What bothers me is the low pay. Kind of sucks. Like, I was getting this pay literally 5 years ago. You know, it's like, and like, I've got way too much experience in the field, and especially because like the job listing said depending on experience, and I'm like, okay, well, I've got fucking 12 years of experience in this shit, so I should get paid a decent wage. Nope. Granted, it's not really worth my skill level, right? It's definitely way below my skill level. Glanters! Hello there. So it's way below my skill level. I don't think the job is really worth what I'm worth, but because I'm doing that job, I should get paid more than like their lowest like starting wage. It's like, so while I've had this job, I've been looking for others. Yeah. So right now I'm kind of in the midst of that. I keep putting, I'm just constantly putting my, even though I have a job, I'm still putting my resume out there. And I got a call today from FedEx, and then I got an email from a really good paying job, which I'm probably going to go with that. Because it's like double the pay of what I'm getting right now. And I've got some credit card bills that I racked up in the year that I took off. So probably going to go with a really high paying job. And what I'm hoping is, so what the really high paying job is it's delivering portable buildings. You don't need a CDL to do it, but the guy has a large enough truck. He's got 2 trucks. He's got one that you don't need a CDL to use, and he's got another truck that you do have to have a CDL. So what I'm hoping is, like, if I can get in, I can be like, hey, dude, I'll drive for you. And while I'm driving your non-CDL truck, you can pay for my CDL license so that I could drive your bigger truck, right? Because I totally would do that, and I would stick with him too. Like, especially if he was a good guy. I mean, I don't know if he's a good guy yet, but I mean, he's paying me plenty of money. He will be paying me plenty of money to do the job. So I'm hoping I can maybe finagle a CDL, CDL A out of this guy, and then once I have that, maybe work for him for a year, and then CDL A, like, CDL is a good paying job. The only thing I'm worried about it is that, like, I have to get it while the getting's hot, because once trucks start driving themselves, which is very soon, Like I'll probably within the next 5 to 10 years, we'll have like long distance electric trucks that drive themselves. A lot of those jobs are going to tank. So I'm trying to take advantage while I can. Oh, hopefully you can. Yeah, so that's the goal, is to negotiate, or at least just keep. Right now, it's keep applying for better jobs, and if a better job comes along and I like the job that I'm at, be like, hey, this better job is paying me more, or is going to pay me more. Like, do you want to raise your rate? Because I'd like to stay here, but if you don't want to keep me, then I'll just go get paid more money somewhere else. But yeah. So I think that's my goal. And I could do that within 2 years. To be honest, it's not even really like a 5-year plan. 5-year plan is to get my condo paid off. If I can get a job that pays me like $75K a year, like between $60 and $75K a year, and I just keep living below my means, I could totally get my condo paid off, and then I'll start renting it out, and then I'd like to get a house with a garage. Yeah, and then after that, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, and maybe keep still doing this. I'd also like to learn to code, So when I'm done driving, or when the electric trucks that drive themselves do hit the road, I could still fall back on my coding ability. Yeah. Oh, but Savern typed a really long thing that I didn't respond to. Not streaming now. I set myself a schedule, but I think I'm going to change it because it crosses over the larger view streamers who suck up the audience, and I like watching them as well. Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, for me, I've noticed that I've been picking up a lot more people now that I start at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You got to take into account we're on the West Coast, so if you start at like 5 o'clock on the West Coast, that's 8 o'clock over on the East Coast. And the East Coast is considerably more populated, at least when it comes to viewers, except for maybe California, but, there's a ton of East Coast people. But so like I changed my stream schedule to 3 o'clock, and I started getting a lot more like random people jumping into my stream, and I attribute it to because that's a better time for the Eastern Seaboard, and I also got a bunch of Europeans too. Got some late night Irishmen. So, and that was back when I was streaming 7 Remake though. Oh, sorry guys. Oh wait. Did I not? I thought I queued for that. Oh well. Leveling Tango. But yeah, that's the plan. I didn't want to be a delivery. I didn't want to be a driver, like a truck driver. But it's just I fell into it. I've been driving for so long. I've kind of learned to love delivery and driving. I like the driving aspect more. I just love, driving and listening to the radio and chilling and being by myself. I hate jobs where I have to be with other people. Like, I don't mind customers. I love customers. It's just like I hate having a manager breathe down my neck all day. I hate warehouse jobs. Warehouse jobs are shit. So boring and monotonous. Oh shit. Yeah. So yeah, like I like the job that I have right now, but it just It doesn't pay enough. I like that it gives you free bread though, and it's good bread too. Like that's what everyone like. Like I'll come to people. I'll be sitting there like putting the bread up on the shelf in the grocery store, and people will be like, I love that bread, but it's so expensive. It's really expensive, but it's really good bread too. I'm just farming tomes. I'm trying to get gear drops, so I turn them in for seals. Trying to level the FC. Once I get the FC to 20, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna kind of retire this character and move back to Romagus on Ragnarok. So I know the Speakers of Heideland guys are looking for another speaker. And that was the whole reason why I joined Ragnarok in the first place. It's because I wanted to join them. Uh-oh. I wanted to see if I could be on their podcast. But we'll see. I wonder if I think I can interject his shock spikes. We'll see. I might just stun it. Aha! Yeah! It's in thunder, that's what it was. I can interject that, that's sweet. I always stunned it before. Now I just interject it. And then I can stun him now. He should be stunned for 4 seconds. And then stun him again. But he can't recast it. Oh, he's so weak. He's so weak. He's so weak. Oh, why'd I greed that? Shit. Man. I needed it. 15 seals down the drain, man. You haven't played 14 for a while? Yeah. I've just been doing really casual 14. I'm not doing any Savage stuff right now at the moment. Kind of took a break from Savage because I took such a long break playing 7 Remake. So I lost all my muscle memory, but I'm starting to get it back, so we'll see. I might restart it up. Last I left off of was E6S. I beat E6S. So I can access E7S, but I don't... Not ready for it. Not ready for E7. Yeah, that too. Well, and also a good reason to run the Savage runs is if you get all the Savage gear, you're totally set for the next, at least the minimum eye level on the next Savage gear. So like I think right now it's 490. I think that's the highest item level. If you're 490 going into patch 5.3, then you can do Eden day 1. One of my biggest problems with this patch was, since I was behind, I had to form... Ha! Interjected! I had to grind for gear, and that was a lot more annoying than I had thought. I thought it was going to be easy cheese. But it took me like 2 weeks just to get like a full set of 480. And that's just to get started on like E5S. Or is it 470? I can't remember. You know, and that's just bare minimum. You know, a lot of people, like, not only do you not know the fight, but you're also under geared or you're geared lower than most other people. So like it's like guaranteed that you're gonna have like shitty arses, and then people are gonna be like, "Oh, that monk was shit. Monk was shit. Freaking such a low item level." Like, it's not like I'm shit. It's just like I got a low item level, man. I also don't play with food. I don't use food for pugs. I'll consider using food if like it looks like the group can win. But if we're not even getting like 50%, like that's a fucking learning party. You know. And I'm not wasting money on food for parties like that. But yeah, I'd rather, you know, overgeared's good too. I stopped 14 to play 7 hours. Yeah, that's what I did too. So like, it took me like 200 hours to beat the game on hard mode. You know, you do a standard playthrough, and then you do hard mode playthrough. I wanted to platinum it. That's right. It didn't take me 200 hours to platinum it. It took me about 80 to beat it on normal, and then it took me like 150 to beat it on hard mode, or no, like 170, like 180 to beat it on hard mode. It took me another 20 hours to get all to beat Pride and Joy. It's a pretty good group. Most troops can't handle this. I think if I go behind here, of course, since the mage is closer, I'll go here. Oh, I don't have Sentinel. Do have this one. Should get all of them. Yeah, sweet. Yeah, the trick is to get that one mage from the room before, to get in kind of close, so that you can AoE him all down. You know, some of the burnout of the game, as I've been playing it almost exclusive for the better part of a year. Yeah, that's a lot of people have been talking about. Well, and it doesn't help that, you know, the next patch is late. Like, I think I was watching Speakers of Heidelin yesterday, and patch 5.2 has lasted 6 months. It's half a year of one patch. And I think they usually like stick to it like a 3-month schedule or something like that. So it's totally understandable. But yeah, so like lately I've just been playing it super casual. Yeah, there's plenty of room to overgear Savage now, that's for sure. Oh, I was late! And thundered. Probably do a pretty good stun lock on him, though, at least. Try that. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stun lock. Again, 3, 2, 1. Low-level Paladin's all about stun lock. You can mitigate a lot of damage just through stuns. Warlord! What's up, man? Thanks for stopping by. How you doing? How you doing? Galantis is the only one on Mixer. Everyone else is on Twitch. Dude, I did some maintenance on my gaming laptop to make some storage space, and god damn it, Microsoft swooped right in and filled it back up with their stupid little updates. I don't care about their browser or their music player or media stream services. Yeah, totally. Like, they even killed Groove. Right? It's like, don't be updating my shit with the shit that you guys don't even fucking care about. Like, it's... Mixer is dead, yeah. It's going to be dead officially on the 20th. I still like it, though. I still like Mixer. I really wish Mixer... I really wish... I really hope that Facebook... I really hope that Facebook grabs a lot of the things that Mixer did. Because right now, one of the reasons why Facebook, in my opinion, is one of the weaker platforms, it's like, the only thing I want to do is stream 1080p 60. Mixer allowed that. I don't want to have to be a partner. I don't want to have to suck YouTube or Twitch off just to be able to stream 1080p 60 frames a second. I don't need 4K. You know, give your 4K streams to Ninja and Shroud and all them, you know, Validity and all them. Like, let them do 4K. I don't care. I don't need 4K. I just need 1080p. I need 60 frames a second. That's it. You know? And no lag. Right? I guess Twitch was able to do, like, a lagless stream back in the day. But they stopped doing it because, like, they wanted to add a stream delay because it's the same reason why corporate adds stream delays, you know, like, so that they can swoop in and cut people off. There's like an 8-second delay, at least when it comes to like national broadcasts, you know, so people don't see naked streamers and stuff like that. Yeah, most people only stream at 720. It's good for phones, but I don't care. I don't care. The resolution I'm streaming at isn't good to watch on a phone anyways. You know, you couldn't really see any of the little tiny thing. Like, I'm playing at 1080p. I want my viewers to see what I'm playing at. And like, yeah, I'm sure there are a bunch of kids that like watch on their phone. Like, good for them. I guarantee you 100% of my audience watches on their desktop. So there's just no point in, like, I could get an audience maybe that watches on their phone, but that's not the point. I want the people who actually come to see me to have a good time. And well, that's what's cool about YouTube, actually. I think YouTube can do 1080p 60 frames per second. And if you're viewing me and your system can't handle that, you can choose a lower bitrate or a lower resolution. That was something that Twitch couldn't do for the longest time. I think it can do it now, but I think for a while they only allowed like affiliates and partners to be able to. I forgot what it's called. There's a word, transcoding, I think, is what it's called. They only allowed affiliates and partners to transcode. And again, it's this whole, like, affiliates and partners bullshit that I don't like, which is what I loved about Mixer, is it didn't really have that. Mixer only, the only thing about Mixer when it came to affiliates and partners was whether or not you got paid. And to be honest, that's all it should be. You know, I don't think that affiliates and partners should get higher resolution streams. You know. Oh, yeah, sorry, I saw that before, but I just got stuck on a tirade. Sorry, Warlord. Yeah, sure. I'm on Steam. So just hit me up on Steam. Where is it? There we go. Friends. Warlord. Calling you right now. Yeah, hey, and if any of you other guys are on Steam, you can come join. You can come join my chat if you want. What's up, Warlord? How's it going, man? I can't hear you. I heard you for like a half a second. But I can't hear you now. Sup, Mr. Lord? Oh, Lord. I'll just forget that. Let's see if this group can handle big pull. I'm not on Steam. Yeah, I can hear you now. I'm not on Steam, so I'll just have to do things the peasant way, the typing shit. That's alright, man. I would like to turn my stream into like a Steam pushing thing, just because I love Steam. And there's so much you can do with it, that there's so many things that people don't use. But yeah, I'll totally shill for Steam. Yeah, it's good. It's good music. Yeah, totally. Did you take advantage of the summer sale this year, Warlord? Yeah. But yeah, Cybern, if you want to join, I can send you an invite if you want to chat too. Or Galantis. I'll send Galantis an invite too. Oh, you're doing the relic grind? Oh, I forgot. Big pull, big pull. Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah. That is quite valid. Yeah. That is one advantage of this, the patch lull. I thought about it. I think I'll just listen for now. But I do want to chat with you while streaming. Yeah, totally. Even if we both stream at the same time, I'd be down for that too, Simon. Oh, you got a second account? I just noticed that. What's crazy? Yeah, and I just saw a interview with, I think, Katase. Yoshinori Kitase, producer of Seven Remake. He said that the coronavirus and working remotely shouldn't delay part 2 very much. So here's to hoping. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of it has to do with like security. You know, they like to keep a lot of the work localized for security reasons. But I'm sure they've figured out a way around it by now. Yep. Uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah, there's more. It definitely adds more to do, and it really is useful. You know, it's definitely useful. They did a great job, and well, it's like it's fun. It's fun to actually do. You know, which is not something you could say about a lot of other MMOs. Usually it's super tacked on. Stream both PCs on the move. 2 games at once, as I always do. Work for no good reason. Good work if it doesn't. Yeah, that's weird. Anyways, I can chat with you about that sometime. Yeah, totally. Do you have a set schedule, Simon? You were saying something about that, right? That you plan on streaming on a schedule? Or that you were thinking of changing it just recently? Maybe I should use cooldowns. Probably change it. What is it, if you don't mind typing it up in chat? How old are you, Romegas? I turned 41 tomorrow, so I had to give Warlord a little shit since he's a baby in comparison. I'll be 36 this month. It's my birthday in like 2 weeks. Yep. It's a little baby Warlord. He's older than 18, so I think you'll. Yeah, well, I mean, you'll have. I don't like about the media lately is they refer to anyone college age as kids. Like they keep saying college kids. It's like fuck, man. Like 18 is adult. 18 is adult. You know, and if you're at like. Most of the college kids they're talking about are like in their 20s, you know, so it's like they say college-aged kid, which is like 21, 23. I had my first house at 23. Shit, that was way too much. You know, so if you could buy a house, you could pay a mortgage, you could die for your country, you're an adult, as far as I'm concerned. What? I totally hollowed ground that. I'm a loser. At 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. weekdays. Yeah, that's pretty tricky. I don't think I could catch that. But I think I'll consider changing something like 5 p.m. I would change it to like 3 p.m. That like I was saying, like you want to capture that the Eastern audience. You want to get them right when they get off work. Oh, but you were saying you like to watch other big streamers, so yeah, yeah, I can see that. Forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, what am I doing? This killed us last time. Oh, fuck. Alright, I gotta concentrate on my cooldowns this time. My mind was in 2 places. I think we can handle it this time, though. I think we'll be good. Yeah, we're good. It was my fault we died last time. XQC streams all day long. All damn day. Holding over 30k views. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Well, especially during this, during quarantine. Kind of makes sense. That was another reason why Mixer cut out, is like they had no growth during this whole quarantine, and like of any of the times you're gonna have growth, it's gonna be during quarantine when people have nothing to do but be on the internet at home. What's that? Yeah. Well, yeah, you're kind of a special case. But yeah, I get it. Mm-hmm. What are you doing in game right now, Warlord? Oh. What relic are you working on first? Oh, like, you're not working on the weapon? Oh, okay. Cool. Oh yeah, that'll be neat. Yeah, I need to do that. I want to dye my monk set. You could get dyeable gear, right, from that Varus fight? Right on. Where's Tulsa? Yeah, it's Friday. Oh, yeah. Dude, totally. Pizza Fiend. I gotta quit pizza, man. I ate way too much pizza. No. Jettison. Jettison said he was ordering pizza. It's Friday. Lasagna? I haven't had lasagna in forever. Good stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Lasagna's kind of hard to make too, because it's layered and adding ingredients are kind of expensive. Pretty much, yeah. My favorite pizza place is back in business, which is nice. I almost got a job working there. That would probably pay me the same wage that I'm getting at my bread delivery job, but it's a lot closer. I would have totally done that. You know, free pizza. Yeah. I hope I get the better paying job, because that's like a career worthy job. And I'll be able to pay off a lot of my bills really quickly. Like, I'll be debt-free in like 4 months. Rather than at this rate. Yeah, at this rate, if I work at this job and this job only, I won't be out of debt for like 2 years. But if I... Yeah. But if I get this... Yeah, if I get the portable job, the delivering portable houses job, I'll be able to get I'll be able to be debt free within 4 months. Yeah. What am I doing? You complain that a lot of Lalafell get abused? Is that what you said? Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Right? Especially the news. News isn't even news anymore. It's like all opinion. Oh shit, we're gonna die. Pretty much. Well, yeah, now even weather is pointless now, you know, because like I don't need to watch the news to get the weather. I can just look at an app on my phone that tells me if it's gonna rain or not. Yep, that too. So like weather people are pointless. Oh, art evil, but only homemade, and is yeah, homemade lasagna is better. Like, I went to Olive Garden the other day, and I was reminded of how much of a ripoff that food is. You know, it's like I could cook better than this. Why am I paying, you know, like $25 for a tiny little steak and free breadsticks? And I don't know if it's just me, but their breadsticks don't taste as good as they used to. Like, I think they cheapened the recipe or something. Like, just across the board, probably, on everything. So are you and Raz going to do another podcast anytime soon, or are you two done? He's not Lyra. Makes good food. Yeah, dude, I'm not bad. You know what? That's like the third person to ask if me and Raz are done with the podcast. I think it's high time that we do another one. Oh, shit. Yeah, I might message him. I might message him and say, hey, like, I've had 3 people now ask me if you guys are doing the podcast or not. So, if you guys are interested, feel free to give him a holler. I'll do it. That's 4. That's 4 now. So, yeah. Yeah, Galantis. Debates. Well, that was the thing, is like we never actually debated. Now the show that I had planned before we stopped was Final Fantasy. It was a review on Final Fantasy VII Remake, and me and him are like polar opposites on it. So that would be a debate. If you guys are interested in listening to that, say, you know, hit up Raz and be like, hey, I want to hear you and Ro bitch about 7 Remake. That's 5. That's 5 people. So yeah, we might just have to reinstate Deduce and Discuss. I did quit his Discord, yeah. So I thought perhaps you two were we're not no longer speaking. Like I was like, if you watch the VOD of this stream, I was just speaking to him earlier. Actually, he's probably up here. Yeah. So I was talking to him in FC chat. You know, so we're not like on bad terms. It's just it was just kind of yeah. I'm not on his Discord anymore, and I was getting kind of I'll admit I was getting kind of upset with the way things were going. But you got to give the people what they want, and if the people want a podcast, I'm willing to give it to them. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, that's kind of one of the reasons why I left. I was just tired of listening to people bitch. You know, I was like, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not here. Well, and if that's like your substitute for a personality, you know, there's a lot of people that just like, hey, let's just cuss all the time and be, you know, like ridiculous and hate everything. That's like it's like a standard personality trope. That's one of the things I'm tired of seeing. It's just like the opposite of an SJW, but it's just as bad. You know, like when I see an SJW complaining about how much the world sucks or whatever, and how they got to change it because it's so oppressive and shit like that, and then I see an anti-SJW, you know, just, you know, throwing cuss words here and there for no apparent reason, like shitting on the English language and hating things just to hate them. It's like it's fuckers like you, it's fuckers like that like make it an easy target and a sort of easy argument for the SJWs to start complaining about toxic masculinity and shit. And it's like, I support toxic masculinity or whatever it is, whatever they want to call toxic masculinity, I'm completely fucking fine with. But I like, it's that sort of like extra that some people, it's like an adolescent take on this sort of stuff. And it's like, most of these people are in their, like, again, like we were talking about earlier, the media likes to talk about college kids and anyone between the ages of 20 and 30 as kids. And it's like, no, you're not kids anymore. Like, you've already been taught how to mind your P's and Q's. And the problem I have with people that just like drop cuss words for the sake of dropping cuss words is that when it comes time to actually be serious, when you're using those cuss words all the time, it doesn't hit as hard, you know? You know, it's like if you use a word like fuck or shit sparingly, then when you are especially angry about something and you say like, you know, like, oh, fuck you, dude, like, fuck you, like, and it comes from a person who rarely says fuck you, it that has more weight to it, you know? When you use words or misuse words constantly, you dilute them and you give them less meaning. Well, kind of like the word like racist nowadays, you know? And that's how these anti-SJWs are, just like, in a sense, SJWs. It's like they're almost like two sides of the same coin, you know? And I really just wish that there was someone that could step in and be an adult and say, no, this is not how we do things. This isn't how it is. You know, like, just, it's time. You're in your 20s. Yeah, you're in your 20s. You're in your 30s. It's time to grow up. Yeah. Let Raz know. And if he wants to duke it out on 7 Remake, I'd be glad. I'd be glad to do so. Cool. Alright. Now, did you do all of your dailies today, Warlord? Or are there some that you just, like, skipped because you don't like doing them? Oh, okay. I'm doing trials right now. You want to do trials? Alright, sounds good, man. But yeah, that's sort of my take on it. You know, like, I'm down. And again, and I guess the problem too is when you throw it right back at those kinds of people, right? When, you know, the person's like bitching and complaining about shit that they shouldn't bitch and complain about, You know, they're just bitching and complaining. And then you bitch and complain back to them. Then they get all hyphy, you know, and offended. You know, it's like, how is this anti-SJW kind of person becoming offended right now that I called him on his bullshit? You know? They're being offended just like an SJW would be offended. And it's like, Jesus Christ, grow a pair, man. Well, and that's the problem, is they're not adults. You know, they're man children at best. Woo woo. Woo woo. What was were you having issues or something? Steam. You calling me again? I don't know why it does that. Really, folks in the 20-somethings demographic treat nearly every injustice as if it's larger of an issue than it really is. Correct. White people shouldn't post black memes, digital blackface. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Or some other minor infraction, microaggressions. I would add to that. Just took a level 3 problem and tried to make a level 100. Yeah, exactly, in order to appear the most virtuous of the moment. Problem isn't that important, and frankly, neither. Exactly. Like, that's a breath of fresh air. Like, I really wish people would understand. There's a lot of stuff that's not important. I think that's like the ultimate privilege, right? Is when you're so privileged, you have the opportunity to complain about things that aren't worth complaining about, you know? And in order to make them worth complaining about, quote unquote worth it, they have to ramp it up. They have to exaggerate it, you know? Make it a lot more serious than it is. I haven't had this in a long time. Someone's running through the main scenario. Never done this on Paladin before. Always done it on Monk. Fervor of the Ancients. It's a recreation here in America. Among peers. Giant social... yeah, giant social... Hey, Razio, by the way, I feel it's equally effective if you are the kind of person that curses a lot, but when you're really angry and serious, you don't... Oh! You know what? I didn't really think about that. That is a point. You know, it's like, oh, you could tell. It's like stern-faced, you know, low tone, quiet, very, you know, enunciating every single word. Yeah, that's a good point. Touche. So, I think Napster said he PM'd you. He wants us to do another episode of Deduce and Discuss, along with 5 other people. 4 other people. You're not a furry? Well, I'd hope not. Research each other. Indeed. I would agree with that. I watched a documentary on them. I guess they didn't start out as weird, you know? But over time, it got weirder and weirder. Became a lot more sexual. And quite frankly, like, teetering on the edge of pedophilia. I think that's the weirdest part about it for most people. Yeah, no, he's in my Steam chat. Uh-oh. I fucked up. Yeah, it's kind of hard to hear him sometimes. You should look into getting a new mic, Warner. Kind of. You sound like you're on a phone. You know, when... Yeah. Okay. It doesn't sound like... Yeah, these guys just saved me or what? There we go. Yeah, I keep forgetting I've never done this as a paladin. Ashley just wants to see us get into a fight over FF7R. Yeah. Pretty much. Well, that's what everybody else wants to see, too. I'm willing to give it to him. If you are. I'm doing it on a touchpad too, so it's like not guaranteed. Oh, that was so close. Oh, that's gonna be really embarrassing. Listen, I just want to kill. I just want you two to kill each other over this. If that makes me wrong, I don't want to be right. Come on, kill it. Kill it. There we go. I've had it happen, yeah. It was because a bunch of DPS were down going into that phase. Yeah. Yeah. And it was during the beginning, when, you know, this fight would constantly come up because people were constantly running the main scenario quest. Congratulations, Trigon. I exercised my right. I think I already did. Oh, normal raid? No, I haven't done it yet. Yeah, let me send you invite. One of your party members does not meet the requirements for this duty. Now he does. My gear is noticeably low. I could probably still pull it off though. Usually it only takes like what, 10% out of the fight. So if you're like at 20%, usually good enough. Someone withdrew. Jeez. Yeah. Yeah. Noticeably low, and I still like the lowest one's 30%. I could survive. It should really only give you that when you're like at like 20% or lower. I don't think 30% is low enough to really warn you, in my opinion. Oh shit, I forgot to see if Galantis was on. Yo, Galantis, are you on? Like, are you playing or are you just watching? Volley time. There's a move that I always fuck up on. It's not this one. Like ancient ice or something. It always pushes me off the edge, I always forget. Yeah. Especially on normal mode. I haven't done Savage yet. I've only gotten the 7S. Ice something. Ancient something. I gotta remember to do my knockback. Is that it? I don't think it is. This one's it. Yep. That's the move that always pushes me off the edge. I always lose. I always lose hate. There. Never! Hey, Zio! Hey, what's up, man? Oh, shit. I might die. Yep. Shit. You already know how I feel about Seminar. Astroman's opinion, and you're both. Neither one of us is going to change the other way anymore. Yeah, but they just want to see us fight. We're both old men, too. That's another thing I've noticed, too, with a lot of these people online. No one can change their mind anymore. No one. You know, even seemingly rational people. There's so many ways to rationalize your position. You know, and there's no reason to really give it up. Especially on matters of opinion, you know? Or taste. You know, there's really no reason to ever really change my mind. You still playing PSO2? Can I move? Oh shit. The controller died. Did I wipe us? Oh no, my controller died. Sorry about that. Oh, I forgot to look away.
Grant me strength. Shatter.
That's alright. I'm reading chat at the same time. That's my problem. I concentrate on the fight more. I gotta do something here. It's about entertainment value. I know both viewers and his opinions, but the discussion may be hilarious. I'm not a woman, but I'll admit that when it comes to this, it does make me a bit of a troll. But yeah, for the most part, on most things, me and Raziel tend to agree. Where there's differences in opinion, it's usually nuanced. That was one of the things that Josh Strife Hayes kept saying on the podcast. He's like, "No, I love these debates." I was like, "We didn't debate anything. We were just talking." We were literally deducing and discussing stuff like RNG and the meta. We weren't really arguing about it because we all kind of agreed. We all kind of agreed what the issue was with the meta. I disagree. There was too much that they actually did remake and recreate that you couldn't call it anything else but Final Fantasy VII. It wasn't different enough for them to call it something completely different. Yeah, this is one of my favorite in this expansion. I'm not even really into pop music, but it does hit. That one's good too. I'm sticking it. Maybe. Well, since it's not overlapped, should be fine.
Grant me strength.
You don't have to worry for that. Oh shit. It's close. Forgot about the slippery floor. I was just flat out new game, and none of those characters were familiar to us. Well, the story beats would. There were too many story beats that were the same. There were more story beats that were the same than there were different.
The light shall usher in peace.
Making it both a true remake and a tongue-in-cheek remake. There we go. Alright, Warlord. It's your time to shine. As soon as that LB pops, I want you popping that LB.
I can't.
Don't let the other bastards take it from you. You understand? It's yours. Claim it. Yeah, exactly.
Too much for her to bear.
What Raziel said. Don't fuck it up, Warlord.
She won't last much longer. Enough of this. Power of darkness, answer my call.
Yeah, do you think that'll be the next class? Do you think we'll get a hammer job? What do you think it's I mean that seems kinda tanky. We already have 4 tanks. Yeah.
Damn it all.
Yeah, it pops back up. Go! Is that you, Warlord? Did you not? Yeah, Warlord. Oh, you just got banned from all of Raziel's streams. Oh, that sucks, Warlord. Now you can't watch Raz anymore. Oh well. You gotta click, pull trigger. Except Warlord doesn't have one. Warlord, it's not what Warlord did, it's what he didn't do. He didn't LB. Dragoon took him from him. Dragoon was LB thievery. Yeah, most people are geared now, so they just pop out. Believe it! Emo hammer thought job. Emo hammer thought. Indeed. I'm surprised that we haven't seen any cosplayers yet. Alright. You want to do something else, Warlord? Have you done main scenario? Do you not want to do it? Or have you not done it? Alright. We're doing main scenario. You gonna skip with me? We'll duo the bosses. You don't have your what? Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that. Oh, I'm not looking forward to that. There'll probably be some pretty good Japanese ones, though. Seems right up their alley. It's like, it's damn near baby metal. Yeah, exactly. Warlord's gonna make a deposit. What's going on? Taking so long. A tank, god damn it. This Halloween motherfucker looking. Alright, the red mage. Yeah, kinda. Oh, he's a weaver. Relics were added already. Well, yeah, yep, they were added last patch actually. I haven't touched them yet. I haven't done any of the relic questline stuff. Oh, did I get any props? Let's turn them in. CFC at. Almost like 3/4 of the way there. Is Galantis on? Are you on, Galantis? Is yet? Oh yeah, you are. Hey, want to do some dailies? You want to do MSQ, Galantis? Usually you skip out on that. But we could withdraw and do something else if you'd prefer. Like Alliance raid or something. Yeah, yeah. I'll pass. Here, I'll show you what I have left to do. Guild hests, Alliance raids, and that's it. And MSQ. Yeah, that's it. Alright. That's fine. Can you do me a favor though? Can you make me turn-ins? You make me turn-ins, Galantis? I haven't. No, not on this character. I haven't yet, Denison. Warlord PvPs with his new FC. What's your favorite PvP mode, Warlord? Warlord is the game. Oh, there we go. Warlord has horseshoed the no life, right? So it's like, you know when you say you like no life a game? Warlord plays this game so much that he's turned no lifing the game into lifing it. He's horseshoed it full circle. Warlord, when he gets the chance, he's just going to upload his brain into the game so that he could always be in it forever. Melded. Warlord and his wheelchair have melded into the game's code. Oh fuck, I always forget. Awesome. Wait, it's all Ohio? It always has been. I don't understand is how Warlord lives in the game but still can't hit deliver. Yeah, I know, right? Even when we told him to, we're like, Warlord, you gotta do this. He's like, nah, I'll do it some other time. Warlord's too cool for limit breaks. You should get a Steam controller. Yeah. Yeah, I should use it, man. I really hope they make a version 2. I've seen some patents for it. Looks pretty cool. I really wish the index controllers would have kept the touchpads instead of them going with the analog sticks and the dinky touchpad that's like shitty. But yeah, I keep thinking about making some Steam controller tutorials, especially like Steam controller was like made for this game in games like this. I wouldn't say like you could use it for WoW, but WoW is made for a mouse and keyboard, while this game in particular is made for both a controller and a mouse and keyboard. Which is what's really good about the Steam controller is that it can do both at the same time. Are they? That'll be interesting. You think they're gonna put it on consoles too? Like the next gen consoles, baby? There'd be that much more people. I could see it. Yeah, if it does come to consoles, it'd probably go to Xbox. One 1.0 definitely was at its foundation. 2.0 not as much, but no, you don't, Warlord. You love it. It's your favorite. What kind of piece did you get? Oh yeah, dude, I play this like it's an action game. It doesn't even feel like an RPG anymore. Yeah, well that would make sense. If they like outright denied it when they were asked the question. All right, Jennison, have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping by. I'll host you after I'm done if you are streaming. Antifa. Yeah, we should just start saying that from now on. If anyone's doing anything bad, just be like, oh, I heard Antifa does that. You must be horrible. You must be a horrible human being. You must be scum of the earth. But at least you're not Antifa. Right on, dude. Yeah, I gotta go to bed in like a half hour here, so I'll be in the stream soon as well. Well, Galantis said he wanted to do a round or something. Well, they hit you in the head with bike locks, too. You gotta take that into account. A favored weapon of the Antifa pissant, the bike lock. Not a bad idea. I don't think they can afford cars, though. That's the trick. Like, don't cars cause global warming? So they're like allergic to it. What? In my opinion, it's probably because they're working on 16. That's probably always been the reason. He might not be directing it, but he's probably producing it. Yeah. Yep. Like, was it Banri Oda's still with the company, but he's not the main scenario writer of 14 anymore? It's probably because he's working on a different title. You know. Who I think is directing it was the former 11 director. He's probably directing it while, and Yoshida even said himself that like he's kind of got too much on his plate as producer / director, but he wouldn't mind being one or the other. So when they asked him if he was directing 16, he said no. In my opinion, that means he's producing it. You gotta tell her that she can't make you a sandwich. Not just confuse it. About what? Are you talking about Yoshida? Well, most of the complaints that he has is that, like, the MMO, there are a lot of things about MMOs that have kept him from implementing the things that he wants. So, by letting him do a single-player game, that would help him do what he wants. I don't think it's necessarily a funding thing. This game makes millions of dollars. Like you know, I don't think it's a funding thing. Yeah, I think it's mainly just resources that they have in the company. I mean, there's still 11 is still live, you know. So they said the only reason that they would stop, the only reason they would take the servers down is if people stop playing it. So there's obviously still people playing it. It's obviously still profitable. So combining 11 and 14, they're making shit ton of money. Yeah, they're doing a mobile version. They're using Unreal Engine 4 for it. Oh, there's gonna be more than 3 parts, that's for sure. Everyone keeps saying 3. Those people are morons. There's gonna be way more than 3. Yeah, and there should be. I think this bullshit 3-act story structure nonsense. Not with what they've already established as scale from the first one. There's no way it's going to be 3. Midgar wasn't a third of the game. And you have to make the areas that are larger than a city actually feel larger than a city. It wouldn't make sense for Midgar to be like an entire game, and then the first continent and the second continent be the second game. Yeah. So. Well, and that's what's cool about Unreal Engine 5 too. They'll probably be able to make open world areas a lot easier and faster than they were able to before. And a lot of people aren't taking into account like the gameplay in between parts. You know, like in the first installment, they introduced, you know, walking in between the sectors, you know, as actual content. You know? Like, do they think that you're just gonna appear? You're just gonna like teleport into the Chocobo Ranch as soon as you're done with Calm? No, you're gonna walk there, and it's gonna be further than the distance between Sector 5 and Sector 7. Why would anyone think that that distance is going to be shorter? Right? So not only does it have to be longer, but just by definition, the second part has to be bigger. I would like that. I agree, Cybern. Yeah. I would love it if they just stretched it out. I'd like to see that. Totally thirsty. He's he just plays it like people work a job. That's all. Yeah, I mean, when you do everything that you can, like if you do all the dailies every day, it takes about 8 hours. That's exactly my feeling too, Cyber. Like, they can make as many games as they want, as long as they're good. You know, you're not going to hear me complaining. Why would I complain? Why would I complain if the game was fucking excellent? You know, like if they why would I complain about a really good game? Oh, I wanted the story early. Shut the fuck up. I hate those people. It's only going to be 3 parts. The game's gonna suck it, you know, if it's more than 3 parts. Uh-oh. There goes that fucking cannon. I don't even care if it takes them that long. Like, look how long, like, they've been making Final Fantasy XIV. Technically 10 years. And people still love it. People still pay it. People still play it. People still pay for it. without batting an eye either. That was another thing. I was getting in an argument with this guy. Like, it's too expensive. $60 every 2 years is too expensive for you? Get a fucking job. Just, that's it. You can get a minimum wage fucking job and you can afford $60 every 2 fucking years. It's ridiculous. If you can't afford $60 every 2 years, then don't. You know? Exactly. Don't play it. Or, and that's the thing too, it's like, if you can't afford $60 every 2 years, wait for them to mark it down. You know? Like, it'll be $35 in 3 months or whatever, you know? Or in 4 months, or in 6 months, or whatever. You know, it's not always going to be $60. That too, you're not owed a game. There's a lot of people that are entitled to what they think, you know, the game should be, and how long it should be, and how much it should cost. It's like, do any of you fucking make the game? Tell Tulsa to shut up. Nah, I like Tulsa. I like his opinions too. But I want to beat it eventually. Why? Yeah, that's the thing too. It's like, again, they could do it. They could do the remake to every single compilation title, and I would not give a fuck. I would love to see a Crisis Core remake. I would love to see a Dirge of Cerberus remake. Like, make it actually good. Again, that's the thing. If they suck, then no, I don't want to see it. You know? If they remake Dirge of Cerberus, and it's a shit game, just like the first Dirge of Cerberus was, yeah. If it sucks, I don't want to play it, you know? But if they want to make a Crisis Core or a Before Crisis, or even an Advent Children, I don't give a shit as long as it's good. Lives under a rock. No, he's not. He's pretty up on stuff. He just has his focus. I don't want any of the MMOs I play to end so long. Yeah, I agree. So as long as I'm still enjoying them, I don't have this urge to like win. Yeah, I'm in the exact same boat. Simon. You know, and that was another argument I kept hearing was like, but it's not an MMO. It's like, yeah, okay. Final Fantasy XIV has incorporated a lot of standard RPG mechanics into it. So, if an MMO can incorporate a bunch of standard RPG mechanics, why can't a standard RPG incorporate MMO mechanics? Or MMO pricing, you know, or an MMO release schedule. You know, and it's not like it like expansions aren't. They didn't come out with just MMOs. You know, like fucking Neverwinter Nights had how many expansions? You know, expansions just aren't exclusive to MMOs. You know, expansions started a long time ago on RPGs on the PC, and that's how I look at like the rest of the 7R series. Is they're going to be expansions. They're expansions on the original game. People aren't taking that into account. Oh, Debussy, totally. That guy's classy. And he's a paladin. Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, no, I get it. Oh, was that a Galantis? What was that, Warlord? I think I'm gonna... Yeah, I've only got 5 minutes. I gotta get going. Yeah, I think I'm done, dude. It's alright, though. I appreciate you coming along. Alright. Alright. Yeah. I'll ask you next time. Thanks, Galantis. I appreciate it. Oh, nice. My ancient one sold. Yeah, it was good times. I'll be on Sunday, for sure. For sure. I might even be on tomorrow. We'll see. Oh, the secret world ended? That sucks. I do. Tabula Rasa was kind of infamous. Atlantis. The truest of bros. The bro of truth, right? Lord of the bro, that's what he is. Galantis, Lord of the bro. There we go. Thank you, Galantis. Alright, man. Have a good one. I'll see you Sunday. Right on. Atlantis pulling through. I think it might be on a third-party server, but I don't think anyone has been. Oh, that's interesting. That's pretty cool. That's another cool thing. Like, even though 11 still has a following on retail, they have a bunch of private servers that basically took a snapshot of the game back in like 2007, 2008. So you can play it like it was then, you know, because they've made so many changes, and some say for the worse, you know, since then. And a lot of people, the reason why they fell in love with Final Fantasy XI was for how it was back in the 07, 08 era. So I love private servers. That's such a cool concept. Oh. If we got anything else to turn in. Yes, we do. Sweet. That's it for now. Yeah, yeah, exactly. They're sadists. I honestly do believe part of the reason why I love that game has to be some kind of Stockholm syndrome, you know? Because there are certain aspects of that game that I look back and think, like, what the fuck were they thinking? Like, ah, damn. There's so many aspects about that game that I still to this day, like, abhor. But for some reason, I still love it. I still love the game as a whole. I don't know. Alright, so let's see. Oh, damn it. I was hoping that those turn-ins were gonna push us up a little more, but it didn't. Oh well. Time to heck the bed. Let's see what I'm gonna play. Played Amarat to come in. We'll do the we'll do Western Kurthus Islands theme. Oh, and Jettison I think is streaming. So I gotta raid him. It's my alarm to go to sleep. All right, fellas. It was another great stream. Yeah, a lot of people showed up. Man, I've never had this many people watch me at the same time. It's like, I think we got to a max of 8 viewers across all the streams. That was cool. Yeah. Yeah, you too, Cyber. If you don't mind sticking around for a bit, I'm going to host a friend of mine. We're going to see... oh. Let me... oh, and I'll play a song, too, while we're ending it here. So it'd be nice if you guys could give him a holler before you head out. Have a good one, Razio. It's nice talking to you again, man. Yeah, we'll see if we can catch Jettison. Jettison. Oh, Jettison's away. So you got Biaka, Arathon, Cass plays. Oh, Cass. Cass plays 14 a lot. She's not doing it right now. She's doing Animal Crossing. Simply Ren was the girl I used to co-stream a lot with on Mixer. She's playing Dead by Daylight. Yeah, Jettison's not on. We'll do Cass. We'll do it at the end of this song. All right, we're rating Cass plays.